No, you don't need the new iPhone. And here's why. So Apple just launched iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and the new iPhone Air. I once again, probably like you, if you clicked on this video, have been in this like eternal state of like, do I upgrade, blah, blah, blah. And usually it's a pretty easy decision, but I went by the Apple store and I checked out these new iPhones, and honestly, I wasn't convinced. I'm still using my iPhone 16 Pro, and I'm even on the Apple upgrade plan, so I could actually get a brand new iPhone 17 or whatever, but I just don't feel like it. So I thought I'd unpack with y'all why you don't need the new iPhone, and I don't really need it either. Do I want it? Yes. Do you want it? Probably yes, but we don't need it. No one needs the new iPhone, unless you are like an industry professional filmmaker and you need that ProRes log version 2.83, whatever it's called. I honestly lost count. Like, what iPhone do you have? This is one of the most common comments that I get on my channel when I release an iPhone video is, hey, the new iPhone is out. I have the iPhone, 14 Pro or whatever. Should I get the new iPhone? And my answer to basically everyone on whether you should upgrade to basically any device, not just the iPhone, is, do you actually need it? Like, is your phone busted? Is the battery completely dying? Is the screen completely busted? Does the operating system not work? Do you just not care and you want the latest and greatest? Because the quick answer for all that stuff is, yeah, sure, get the new iPhone if your iPhone's busted and you're rich. I'm not trying to rag on Apple because I'm a huge Apple stan, as many of you know, okay? Here's the tea. Every single year, it feels like deja vu when I'm watching Apple's new iPhone launch. It's always the best camera ever. There's nothing false about that. Like, the camera has improved every single year. It's always a little bit faster. There's always slightly different processors in there, like the A18 to the A19 to the 19 Pro and the 18 Pro, and like, there's a lot of specs. And I'm not denying that the technology is fantastic and amazing and not worth the money. What I'm saying is, and what I'm kind of feeling this year in particular, something snapped in me where I finally was like, you know what? I don't think I actually need to upgrade this year. I'm still on the iPhone 16 Pro. I'm using the iPhone 11 Pro almost every day as well. It's a really cute little phone. And in a weird way, this new launch of the new iPhone has made me appreciate my iPhone 11 Pro more. One thing I was thinking about was the experience that you're looking at. You're staring at this phone, you're using the same version of iOS, even all the way back to the 11 Pro. There's like this little ant crawling around that I swear, if this thing bites me, I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, the 11 Pro and the 16 Pro that I'm using right now, they're both running iOS 26 perfectly fine. 11 Pro is a little slow, but you know what? 16 Pro is totally fine. The 16 Pro is only a year old, and it feels ridiculous to me to upgrade to the new iPhone. So my point is, stay on topic, Ben, a lot of these phones are running the same version of iOS. They're all running iOS 26 right now. And yes, the new phones have a different physical design. There's more area in the top where there's a thicker kind of shoulder area. They did not skip shoulder day at the gym on the new iPhone 17 because there's a new little bar on the top. But other than that, I mean, even the physical design of these new phones that I did check out in store, they look really similar to the previous year's iPhone. And even though they're physically different on the new iPhones and every iPhone after this, if you're watching this in the future, you're still going to get a similar experience with iOS. Like, it's going to be basically the same experience on all of these devices, except of course the newer ones will be a little faster because we're not going to be staring at the back of the phone the whole time. And that's basically the only thing that's changed in a lot of these newer phones. I know that's a controversial hot take, but I really think that Apple has been coasting for like a really long time. Apple hasn't really changed iPhone that much, honestly, since like the iPhone 12. There's still a squared off design. We still have that little notch. The bezels have gotten slightly smaller in these last 2 years worth of iPhones, which is awesome. The cameras have definitely gotten incrementally better, but like, honestly, I don't think you're going to notice that much of a difference between the cameras in a lot of the phones from the last 5 or 6 years. Like, even the 11 Pro kind of still holds up. If you're in good, bright lighting, like most iPhones of the last, dare I say, 10 years are probably good enough for what you do. So we don't need 48 megapixel photos like 95% of the time. Again, if you're like a photo professional and you're using this professionally, then maybe, yeah, 48 megapixels would be good. And honestly, I have found the ProRaw cameras in the 16 Pro and even the 15 Pro to be absolutely amazing. The iPhone 11 Pro has a much older sensor, it has much older technology, but this thing holds up like a beast. In fact, all of the B-roll that you're seeing was shot on the iPhone 11 Pro and 16 Pro. And can you really tell the difference sometimes? They're pretty interchangeable. The freaking bugs in my face are not. That one bug just went almost in my mouth. So Apple are like masters at creating this air of FOMO every single time they present a new iPhone. The newer camera, the new processor, the new this, the new that. I really want you to think like, what are these new features that Apple is telling you about? Which ones are you actually going to use? Are you going to use ProRaw when you shoot video? For me, probably not. If you're shooting like cinematic content and you want really amazing log video, then yeah, maybe get the new iPhone because you're going to get the best video quality. And you're also going to get a much better selfie camera on the 17 Pro, 17, and the Air. But the selfies to me on the 16 Pro, they're more than fine for what I need. Like, I don't really need a better selfie camera. Another reason you don't need the new iPhone is because I feel like hyper-capitalism, hyper-consumerism, whatever you want to call it, it's gotten freaking out of control and our world is literally burning. So think about Mother Earth, okay? She is burning, she is having a moment right now, and upgrading a phone every single year is not helping. All the resources that are being used, all the labor that's being used, it's just freaking expensive all around. It's expensive to produce these phones. It's expensive, of course, for us to buy these phones. Skirt! Editor Ben here. So one thing I actually forgot to mention yesterday when I was filming the video and being attacked by mosquitoes, which were distracting me, is I'm a little addicted to my phone. I'm on my phone a little too much. I'm not even going to tell you how much I'm on my phone because it's a little embarrassing. And getting a new phone every year makes me even more addicted. Like, it kind of feeds into this feedback loop in our brains of like, you need the new shiny and the latest and greatest in order to be a fulfilled human being, which is total BS. I mean, it's going to add some nice comfort to you. It's going to feel fun for a little while, I'm sure. And I definitely want the freaking new iPhone, damn it, as I'm sure a lot of y'all too. But it's like, do we need another excuse to be even more addicted to our devices that we're already on, in my opinion, a little too much? I'm super guilty of this, and I'm a little afraid that if I get the new iPhone, it's gonna be endgame again, like for another freaking year until the next iPhone comes out. And then it's this vicious cycle. So of course we want the new iPhone, we want the latest and greatest, but is it going to make us even more addicted to the devices we're already on a little too much? And yes, it is that damn phone. Anyway, back to the video. If our phone works for us, this is what it comes down to, y'all. Okay, y'all listening? What it boils down to for me is if your phone works for what you need it for, if the battery still works basically all right, you can get that replaced too, by the way. If the screen is in good condition, like if your phone is basically working for you, don't upgrade. Like, it's that simple. If it doesn't work for you, if it's busted, if it needs a new wig, then yeah, maybe upgrade. Or if your phone is like super old and it's not getting the latest versions of iOS, then maybe yeah, upgrade too, you know, if you want to experience the latest and greatest. But if you're like me and you keep adding the new iPhone to your cart and then looking at it and drooling and thinking about cuddling with it, you know, it being like the small or big spoon depending on your preference, but then you're hovering over the checkout button and you're just like, should I do it or not? Like, listen, this is what I'm doing for myself, and I hope I don't bite my words and just end up getting the new iPhone anyway, because that would be incredibly disappointing, wouldn't it? But I'm going to try to hold to my word. I'm going to take my own advice here and don't get the new iPhone. Ben/you, don't get it. It's not about need here. It's about want, okay? But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think upgrading your phone every year is worth it? Or are you like me and you're kind of on the fence this year and it's just kind of feeling a little meh? And if you watched all the way to the end of this video, leave a watermelon emoji in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate y'all. Smash all the buttons and I will see you in the next video.